I'm Tasha Reese. I've grown up in Houston practically my whole life. I graduated from the University of Texas at Austin with a degree in economics. I've been married for 11 years and I have 2 daughters. Haley's 8 and Madeline is 6, and they keep me laughing all the time. I joined Econ 1 in 2000. I'm one of the original employees who started the Houston office. Our first office was located in the historic district downtown, and this is our 3rd location here in Greenway Plaza. I work with the Barry Pulliam practice group, where we focus primarily on issues related to the oil and gas industry. We opened our office in Houston because it's the hub for oil and gas activity in the U.S., and it's also very convenient for clients. I have experience in calculating royalty underpayments for various claims on behalf of mineral interest owners. Each month I also prepare a royalty report on behalf of a large Alaska oil and gas company to ensure that they get paid properly for royalties. I like being able to do different things. Sometimes there's research involved. I particularly like working with numbers a lot, so it's the perfect job.
My name is Sokka Pau Hana, and I originally grew up in Japan, but I've been to Houston for about half of my life. And I went to school in Texas, and I studied a lot of different things. But I do a lot of data analysis, and right now I work in Phil Johnson's group. I'm good at SAS, and I have acquired data skills in the last year or so, and I have become pretty good at making lots of charts.
My name is Lisa McGuff. I'm originally from Houston, Texas. I have a master's degree in economics from the University of Texas and a bachelor's degree in economics from Baylor University. I work in Barry Pulliam's group here in the Houston office, primarily on oil and gas issues, but over the last several years I've also worked on several of the international arbitration ICSID cases, and in fact, this last July, I had my first opportunity to testify at an ICSID case. A lot of the work I do is in Excel and PowerPoint, but I also am very familiar with SAS and Stata. I've used both of those here. I also have used R and Gretel and eViews. We're always trying to find the right answer, and so it always involves investigating some new issue that we're not familiar with and investigating the approach of the person on the other side as well to decide if they've done things correctly.
My name is Niyati Gupta. People find it much easier to say Niyati, so that's really what I go by. I was born and brought up in Delhi, India, and I lived there for 23 years before I came to New York City to get my PhD at NYU in economics. I work on mainly antitrust and IP cases. I work with Phil Johnson's group. I use data. I run regressions. I run a lot of regressions. Pretty good regression monkey, as people would say, and a very humble one too. What gets me excited about my job is the fact that there's a challenge waiting at every corner. Sometimes you're really pushed to your limits. You get to realize at the end of it that you're capable of much more. It's self-discovery all the way, and you learn and you grow. Before you know it, you'll be, hopefully someday, expert. We do feel like detectives a lot because we have to dig into the data, and it's like data forensics. We have to try and figure out what the data is trying to say and catch the wrong guy.
My name is Yan San. Originally came from China. I graduated from Washington State University, got my master's degree in mathematics. I've been married for 17 years. I have a 12-year-old son. Right now, I'm with Barry's team and working on oil and gas cases. I also help other teams like Phil's team to working on some cases using my SAS skill.
I think Houston is a kind of place for everybody.
I really like the arts in Houston. I love particularly the Manil collection at St. Thomas University and the Cullen Sculpture Garden.
I love Houston. I lived in 4 different states before this, and I love the fact that Houston's a very big city but not too crowded, and we have the best Mexican food north of Mexico.
You know, Houston is so famous in China after Yao Ming joined the rocket. Even my friend's great-grandma, he has no idea about the United States. She's almost 85. She has no idea about the United States. Others say no, but definitely she knows Houston. She knows the rocket because Yao Ming is here.
I like working at Econ 1 because I like the small nature of the firm.
It challenges me, so it's never a dull moment.
And the people here are nice, and everybody is friends.
The project-based nature of the work is what I really like. There's always something to learn, and it never gets stale.
I really like that Econ 1 is very people-friendly and makes it a priority to invest in its employees and help them carve out their own career paths, whatever they might choose for themselves.